Howdy, y'all. This is Gray Ghost 55, and I'm coming back with another Bible video. I hope you're all doing well and your days are blessed. I have an exciting announcement. These are the last chapters of 2nd Samuel, and we'll be moving on to a new book next week. But let's see, before we get our cart for our horse, let's see what these last few pages of 2nd Samuel tell us. 2nd Samuel chapter 21. Then there was a famine in the days of David 3 years, year after year. And David inquired of the Lord. And the Lord answered, It is for Saul and for his bloody house, because he slew the Gibeonites. And the king called the Gibeonites and said unto them, Now the Gibeonites were not of the children of Israel, but of the remnant of the Amorites. And the children of Israel had sworn unto them, and Saul sought to slay them in his zeal to the children of Israel and Judah. Wherefore David said unto the Gibeonites, What shall I do for you? And wherewith shall I make the atonement, that ye may bless the inheritance of the Lord? And the Gibeonites said unto him, We will have no silver nor gold of Saul, nor of his house, neither for us shalt thou kill any man in Israel. And he said, What ye shall say, that will I do for you. And they answered the king, The man that consumed us, and that devised against us, that we should be destroyed from remaining in any of the coasts of Israel, let 7 men of his sons be delivered unto us, and we will hang them up unto the Lord in Gibeah of Saul, whom the Lord did choose. And the king said, I will give thee. But the king spared Mespeth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, because the Lord's oath was between them, between David and Jonathan, and the son of Saul. But the king took 2 sons of Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, whom she bare unto Saul, Ammoni, and Mespeth, and the 5 sons of Michal, the daughter of Saul, whom she brought up for Adriel, the son of Barzillai, the Metholite. And she delivered them into the hands of the Gibeonites, and they hanged them in the hill before the Lord. And they fell all 7 together, and were put to death in the days of the harvest, in the first days in the beginning of barley harvest. And Rizpah the daughter of Aiah took sackcloth, and spread it for her upon the rock, from the beginning of harvest until the water dropped upon them out of heaven, and suffered neither the birds of the air to rest on them by day, nor the beasts of the field by night. And it was told David what Rizpah the daughter of Aiah, the concubine of Saul, had done. And David went and took the bones of Saul and the bones of Jonathan his son from the men of Jabesh Gilead, which had stolen them from the streets of Bashan, where the Philistines had hanged them, where the Philistines had slain Saul in Gilboa. And he brought up from thence the bones of Saul and the bones of Jonathan his son, and they were gathered the bones of them that were hanged. And the bones of Saul and Jonathan his son buried they in the country of Benjamin in Zelah, in the sepulchre of Kish his father, and they performed all that the king commanded. And after that God was entreated for the land. Moreover, the Philistines had yet war again with Israel, and David went down, and his servants with him, and fought against the Philistines. and David waxed faint. And Ishbosheth, which was the sons of the giant, the weight of whose spear weighed 300 shekels of brass in weight, he being girded with a new sword, thought to have slain David. But Abishai the son of Zeruiah succored him, and smote the Philistines, and killed him. Then the men of David sware unto him, saying, Thou shalt go no more out with us to battle, that thou quench not the light of Israel. And it came to pass after this, that there was again a battle with the Philistines at Gob. Then Shaphiah the Hushathite slew Saph, which was of the sons of the giant. And there was again a battle in Gob with the Philistines, where Elhanan the son of Jair-Oregim, a Bethlehemite, slew the brother of Goliath the Gittite, the staff of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great stature, that had on every hand 6 fingers, and on every foot 6 toes, 24 in number, and he also was born to the giant. And when he defied Israel, Jonathan the son of Shimea, the brother of David, slew him. These 4 were born to the giant in Gath, and fell by the hand of David, and by the hand of his servants. Chapter 22. And David spoke unto the Lord in the words of this song in the day that the Lord had delivered him out of the hand of all his enemies, and out of the hand of Saul. And he said, The Lord is my rock, and my fortress, and my deliverer, the God of my rock. In him will I trust. He is my shield, and the horn of my salvation, my high tower, and my refuge, my Savior. Thou savest me from violence. And I will call on the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. When the waves of death compassed me, the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. The sorrows of hell compassed me about. The snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord, and cried to my God, and he did hear my voice out of his temple, and my cry did enter into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled, the foundations of heaven moved and shook, because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, and came down, and the darkness was under his feet. And he rode up upon a cherub, and did fly, and he was seen upon the wings of the wind. And he made darkness pavilions round about him, dark waters, and thick clouds of the skies. Through the brightness before him were coals of fire kindled. The Lord thundered from heaven, and the Most High uttered his voice. And he sent out arrows, and scattered them, lightning, and discomfited them. And the channel of the seas appeared, and the foundations of the world were discovered at the rebuking of the Lord, at the blast of the breath of his nostrils. He sent from above, he took me, he drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from them that hated me, for they were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my stay. He brought me forth also into a large place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands hath he recompensed me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his judgments were before me, and as for his statutes, I did not depart from them. I was also upright before him, and have kept myself from my iniquity. Therefore the Lord has recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to my cleanness in his eyesight. With the merciful thou wilt show thyself merciful, and with the upright man thou wilt show thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure, and with the froward thou wilt show thyself unsavory. And the afflicted people thou wilt save, but thine eyes are upon the haughty, that thou mayest bring them down. For thou art my lamp, O Lord, and the Lord will lighten my darkness. For by thee I have run through a troop. By my God I have leaped over a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all that trust in him. For who is God save the Lord? Who is a rock save our God? God is my strength and power, and he maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon high places. He teaches my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by my arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy gentleness has made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, so that my feet did not slip. I have pursued my enemies, and destroyed them, and turned not again until I have consumed them. I have consumed them, and wounded them, that they could not arise. Yea, they are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with the strength to battle. Them that rose up against me hast thou subdued under me. Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They looked, but there was none to save, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them as small as the dust of the earth. I did stamp them as the mire of the street, and did spread them abroad. Thou hast also delivered me from the strivings of my people, that has kept me to be head of the heathen. A people which I knew not shall serve them. Strangers shall submit themselves unto me. As soon as they hear, they shall be obedient unto me. Strangers shall fade away, and they shall be afraid of close places. The Lord liveth, and blessed be my rock, and exalted be the God of the rock of my salvation. It is God that avengeth me, and that bringeth down the people under me, and that bringeth me forth from my enemies, that thou hast lifted me up on high above them that rose up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks unto thee, O Lord, among the heathen, and I will sing praises unto thy name. He is a tower of salvation for his king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, unto David and to his seed forevermore. Chapter 23. Now these be the last words of David. David the son of Jesse said, the man who was raised upon on high and anointed of the God of Jacob, and the sweet psalmist of Israel said, the Spirit of the Lord spoke by me, and his word was in my tongue. And the God of Israel said, the rock of Israel spoke to me. He that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God. And he shall be as the light of the morning when the sun rises, even a morning without clouds, as the tender grass springing out of the earth by clear shining after rain. Although my house be not so with God, yet he has made with me an everlasting covenant, ordered in all things, and sure, for this is all my salvation and all my desire, although he make it not to grow. But the sons of Belial shall be all of them as thorns thrust away, because they cannot be taken with hands. But the man that shall touch them must be fenced with iron, and the staff of a spear, and they shall be utterly burned with fire in the same place. These be the names of the mighty men whom David had: the Tachomite that sat in his seat, chief among the captains, the same was Adino the Eznite. He lifted up his spear against 800, whom slew at one time. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo the Athite, one of the three mighty men with David, when they defied the Philistines that were there gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose and smote the Philistines time until his hand was weary, and his hand clave unto the sword. And the Lord wrought a great victory that day, and the people returned after him only to spoil. And after him was Shema, the son of Agit, a Hurite. And the Philistines were gathered together into a troop. There was a piece of ground full of lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. And he stood in the midst of the ground and defended it, and slew the Philistines, and the Lord wrought a great victory. And 3 of the 30 chief went down came to David in the harvest time unto the cave of Adullam. And the troop of the Philistines pitched in the valley of Rephaim. And David was in a hold, and the garrison of the Philistines was in Bethlehem. And David longed and said, oh, that one would give me drink of the water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate. And the 3 mighty men broke through the hosts of the Philistines, and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem. And it was by the gate, and took it, and brought it to David. Nevertheless, he would not drink thereof, but poured out unto the Lord. And he said, be it far from me, O Lord, that I should do this. This is not the blood of the men that were in jeopardy for their lives. Therefore he would not drink it. Let these things did these 3 mighty men. And Abishi, the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was chief among 3. And he lifted up his spear against 300, and slew them, and had names among the three. Was he not most honorable of three? Therefore, he was their captain, and howbeit he attached not unto the first three. And Benaiah, the son of Joiada, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts, whom slew 2 lion-like men of Moab, and he went down also and slew a lion in the midst of the pit in time of snow. And he slew an Egyptian, a goodly man, and the Egyptian had spear in his hand, but he went down to him with a staff and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and slew him with his own spear. These things did Benaiah the son of Jediah, and that had the name amongst 3 mighty men. He was more honorable than the 30, but he attained not to the first 3, and David sent him over his guard. And Ashel, the brother of Joab, was one of the thirsty. Elhanan, the son of Dodo Bethlehem, Shema the Heredite, Elika the Harite, Helez the Peletite, Iran the son of Akish or Kedatite, Abizezer and Anthemat, Nubania in the Hushite, Salmon the Athite, Mariah the Nephathite, Hail the son of Benah, a Nephathite, Hadiite, the son of Rabah, out of Gibeon of the children of Benjamin, Benaiah the Pathonite, Hittite of the brooks of Gash, Abondam the Arbathite, Asvath the Barhumite, Elishba the Shabbanite, the sons of Joshua and Jonathan, Shema the Hurite, and Athan the son of Sharar the Hurite, Eplatha the son of Abashi, the son of Machanite, Elam the son of Ethelite the Gilonite, Hezriah the Camelite, Pariah the Arbathite, Egil the son of Nathan of Zabah Bani the Gardiite, Zelek the Amorite, Nahari the Betherite, the armor bearer to Joab the son of Zeruiah, Ira the Itherite, Gareb the Itherite, Uriah the Hittite, 37 in all. Chapter 24. And again the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to stay, go number Israel and Judah. For the king said to Joab, the captain of the force, which was with him, to go now through all the tribes of Israel, from Dan even to Beersheba, and the number of ye the people, that I may know the number of the people. And Joab said unto the king, Now the Lord thy God added you unto the people, how many soever they be, 100-fold, and the eyes of my Lord the king may see it. But whom does my Lord the king delight in meeting this? And Joab said unto the king, Now the Lord thy God add unto the people, how many soever they be, 100-fold, and that the eyes of my Lord the king may see it. But why does my Lord the king delight in his thing, in this thing. Notwithstanding, the king's word prevailed against Joab and against the captains of the host. And Joab and the 3 captains of the host went out from the presence of the king to number the people of Israel. And they passed over Jordan and pitched in Aroer on the right side of the city that lies in the midst of the river of Gad and toward Jazer. Then they came to Gilead and to the land of Tatham Hoshai, and they came to Dan Jam and about to Zidon, and came to the stronghold of Tyre, and to all the cities of the Hivites and the Canaanites, and they went out to the south of Judah, even to Beersheba. So when he had gone through all the land, and they came to Jerusalem at the end of 9 months and 20 days. And Joab gave up the sum of the number of the people unto the king, and there were in Israel 800,000 valiant men that drew the sword, and the men of Judah were 500,000 men. And David's heart smote him after that he had numbered the people. And David said unto the Lord, I have sinned greatly in that I have done. And now I beseech thee, O Lord, take away the iniquity of thy servant, for I may have done very foolishly. For when David was up in the morning, and the word of the Lord came unto the prophet Gad, David's seer, saying, Go, and I say unto you, David, thus says the Lord, I offer thee 3 things. Choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee. So Gad came to David and told him, and answered unto him, Shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in thy land? Or wilt thou flee 3 miles before thine enemies while they pursue thee? Or that there be 3 days pestilence in the land? Now advise, and see what I answer. I shall return him to that sent me. And David said unto Gad, I am in a great strait. Let us follow now into the hands of the Lord, for his enemies are great, and let me not fall into the hand of man. So the Lord sent a pestilence upon Israel from morning evening to the time appointed, and there died of people from Dan even to Beersheba 70,000 men. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed the people, It is enough. Stay now thine hand. And the angel of the Lord was by the threshing place of the Araunah the Jebusite. And David spoke unto the Lord when he saw the angel that smote the people, and said, Lo, I have sinned, and I have done wickedly, but these sheep, what have they done? Let thy hand, I pray thee, be against me, and against my father's house. And Gad came that day to David, and said unto him, Go up, rear an altar unto the Lord in the threshing floor of the Araunah the Jebusite. And David, according to the saying of Gad, went up as as the Lord commanded him. And Uriah looked and saw the king and his servants coming on toward him. And Uriah went out and bowed himself before the king on his face upon the ground. And Araunah said, Wherefore the Lord my king come to his servant? And David said, To buy the threshing floor of thee, to build an altar unto the Lord, that the plague may be stayed from the people. And Araunah said unto David, Let my lord the king take and offer what seemeth good unto him. Behold, that here be oxen for burnt sacrifices, and threshing instruments, and other wood instruments of the oxen for wood. And all these things did Araunah as a king give unto the king. And Araunah said unto the king, The Lord thy God accept thee. And the king said unto Araunah, Nay, but I will surely buy it of thee at a price. Neither will I offer burnt offerings unto the Lord my God of that which does cost me nothing. So David bought the threshing floor and the oxen of 50 shekels of silver. And David built there an altar unto the Lord, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings, so that the Lord was interested for the land, and the plague was stayed from Israel. And that, my friends, concludes these chapters of 2 Samuel. And the book, it is done. 2 Samuel has finished. But guys, I hope you like this video. If you're kind of interested in this kind of content, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. And I would like to offer one thing before I wrap this video up, is that there is a person who watches my videos, and her name is Jess. And I want to say happy birthday. And I hope you have many, many more. But my friends, for those of you out there who haven't declared Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, please do. I implore you to do. It was the best decision that you can ever make. That is a guarantee from the Lord Himself. And remember, all glory goes to God. And until next time, this is Grey Ghost 55 out.